Did you guys know that before I started becoming a reader for the public, another reader that I originally met in high school, and I had homeroom with her. Now, this isn't the only girl that I met during my spiritual journey that I had homeroom with, which is super even more weird. And I always felt drawn to her, never knew why. And one day she saw me posting tarot cards, and she was like, oh, well, you don't know this because I don't share this with anyone, but I do that, and I can connect to your ancestors and guides. And I was like, shoot, try me. I haven't decided what I want to do with my hair yet, but if you guys didn't know, yes, I have my cosmetology license. I used to be a hairstylist, a beautician, and a freelance HMUA, and I used to do a lot of events and help other photographers do shoots and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's just from brushing, manipulating, and twisting. Continuing on to the story, she did her thing, and she picked up a couple uncles that I no longer were in touch with. One of them, suspect. The other one, I never met, but I gave the description to my mother, who I was still in contact with at the time. And she showed me a photograph, and the girl got the whole description down to the baseball cap. I still got to do the other side. So, what she also picked up was to not tell anyone, to not tell my local friends and family that I be doing this. And some days, I think she was right. When I went to G. Moraes Academy, they used to say 5 minutes on your hair is all you need to look somewhat put together. And I mean, I think that kind of proves it. Anyway, at least 70% of the time, I kind of wish that I made an anonymous account. I just don't know how to handle the things that I pull in as a magnet, to be honest. I very underestimate how much of a manifester I am, and that can be, subjective, whether it's negative or positive. It's to be determined, right? But it's just a lot. But then again, there's been some amazing people I've connected to that I otherwise wouldn't have unless they found my page, unless a local referred them, or unless that I marketed locally. And so I think maybe I could have probably went about it a lot differently. I was just so in awe. Excited, wanting to share my gifts. I didn't realize that I needed to protect my gifts. And I don't know, maybe I didn't take that warning as seriously. Everybody's got blind spots. In your birth chart, it would be around your 12th house. What they also didn't tell me when I got into this is how important it is to cleanse. So it is not something that you can do at an hourly rate. Absolutely not. And anyone that does and charges, I would question how real they are, because for me, it is an energy drain. Everyone that I know that does it, that is authentic and real, it is an energy drain. And why that is because it is an energetic portal. Now, depending on your practice, not everybody that has a tarot deck is obviously a tarot reader for other people. Anybody can buy a tarot deck and get some kind of use out of it. And, I encourage everyone to try. There's probably something out there for you. And there's amazing oracle decks. And the spiritual industry, as I predicted you guys in 2020, is only going to grow. For me though, it has taken on to a level of mediumship. And I always had this ever since I was a little kid. I always had a different perspective on death. And unfortunately, at a very young age, I was shown death many times. We have a very large family. I also lost a lot of pets. I had a lot of pet grief. I was like involved in the funerals and like at the open casket and, you know, did the Catholic way. And I know at some point I'll be getting more into energy healing and more on the herbal witch side of things. I've already been kind of diving into that and researching just because of the great benefits that are really practical to your overall health. So if you noticed a slowdown on the tarot reading content kind of posting, that is why, and also because I wanted to incorporate more of the art part, because I put that on the back burner when technically that's how it all got started and needs to be more of a priority, and kind of just balancing out all the scales. Honestly, I'm juggling a lot of projects. I'm always juggling a lot of projects. Some projects take months, if not years.